this is an early build of Ubuntu on phone. It's a result of like 2 years of work on convergence and see like how Ubuntu would work, like the family of interfaces spanning across from phones, tablets, TVs, and desktops, and we come up with a design that uses all the edges of the phone to access its functions. So at the top we see system status indicators, you can access them. If I swipe from the right, I go back to the previous screen. If I swipe from the left, I get the launcher, that is like the same familiar Ubuntu launcher we had on the desktop. And,
Unity, right?
Unity, yeah. This is basically Unity for phones.
Okay.
And from the left, I can launch any of my favorite apps, not just a special set of apps that are available for the lock screen. So from here, I can access a number of different apps. I just, for example, phone, camera. But let's start with home. So home is called home screen. On the desktop, it's also called dash. So there's a home view where we pull together content from different sources, and you can customize it. Each one of these paragraphs is customizable. So if you want to see apps, missed calls, some films, music, and maybe some stores, you can configure it. And this is just an example of how you might want to configure your home screen, but you can do it yourself. And if I swipe sideways, I get to other more dedicated views showing different types of content. The first one is apps, and here on one page I can manage my running apps, see all my installed apps, and even see what I can install from the software center. And I can just search and find anything on apps related on this one page. There's one page for videos and another one for music. In future, this could grow to accommodate any number of scopes, as we call them. So you could access your books from this, your buy tickets to local cinema, search Wikipedia.
Do you have any native application?
Yes, we do. So the apps come in two flavors. So first I can show you, we're here in the people lens, and you can see we show Facebook statuses here. So while we're here, I just like quickly go to a web app first and then show web native app. So web apps are very deeply integrated to the system, so that if I can just basically jump right to the right friend status message from the home screen and reply to a message from here. But this is the Facebook HTML5 mobile service. You can see it's the full one, and we made it a little bit native by it's kind of it has the equal status as the native apps do, so it can reside there. It shows our new interactions for apps. So first thing is that it's really clean. There are no controls anywhere distracting you, because it's a photo gallery. Most of the time you just want to see apps. So as soon as you start interacting with it, all the unnecessary commands disappear. So you can just like browse through. Every day is an event here. So I can go through photos. I can quickly go through timeline by scrolling vertically, and then I can go through the photos I took on that day by panning sideways. And
can you tap on a photo and show us how that works?
Yes, okay. So now we can see phone on full screen, and there's still no control. So how is it possible? The idea is that the bottom edge of the screen belongs to your app. So if you want to find out I got the photo, I want to do something with it, I just simply swipe the bottom of the screen, and now I see all the controls that are relevant to this screen, nothing else. If I type elsewhere, it will disappear. So I can go back, I can edit, delete, or share. So this will open different menus.
Every app will have this bar.
By default, but if you think you have some interaction that's much cooler, like if you wanted to create some kind of 3D interface that rolls in with the swipe, you can do that. So these are system status indicators. There are settings behind this. So usually you have to go to a settings app to tweak something, but here if you can see it, you can directly interact with it. This is pulled down across the top and then sideways to access all these settings. So this
if a developer has an application they want to have up there, would you be able to have a custom pull down that will show up when they roll down?
Well, there's not much space here to put lots of indicators. There's a preferable way would be to, if you want to integrate your messaging into...
You would put it into the messaging content.
Yeah, so because this is where we can deal with all types of messages. We have calls here, Skype, so phone calls, Skype calls, Facebook messages, SMSs, emails.
What about the notification center? Is there any?
Yeah, so this is basically the notification center.
For messages?
Yeah.
And what about calls? Lost calls?
So they are all aggregated in the same place. So the missed call will create an event, and I can directly act on those. So I can reply to a message or return a call from this menu directly. So this is not just like a static list of the messages.
I thought this message's name was SMS. So
right.
These are messages from the apps.
These are messages from the app,
okay.
So it doesn't matter where they come from. So like you can see here, I can open a message, I can read it already here. I don't have to go to the Facebook app to read the message.
You can reply right from the screen.
So I can just type here, reply to it, and when I'm done,
yes.
I can just dismiss it by swiping the button and right back at the app. So this saves us lots of time, like moving back and forth between the apps. The launcher for your apps is on the left, and from there I can launch a new app. It slides in from the left, and so how do I go back or switch between apps? That is the right hand edge. So I just grab the right hand edge and pull, and I can go through my running apps as if they're like a stack of cards. So it's just like swipe, swipe,
if you
swipe.
like
If I pull from the left and push it, then it will push the app away, and now I see
these are all your running apps right
These
here.
are all my running apps, and I can pick one from here. And then I can push it away to show the apps page of the home screen.
So will you be able to, is there an Android player built in to play Android apps, or no? Is that no?
That's a no. So Ubuntu native apps, all web apps.
What about this Gmail app? Is this HTML5?
That is HTML5,
okay.
Yeah, so it is the web app.
And what about when you have a lot of running applications, sometimes it makes the phone slower. How is the termination or pausing system on Ubuntu phone?
It's not in the demo yet, but you will be able to, for example, tap and hold on then close them. So you go to edit mode.
Okay.
And you need that edit mode anyway because you want to move some of these applications to your launcher, or you want to add or remove apps to it.
So obviously this is a very early demo. When can we expect Ubuntu phones to start coming out onto the market?
So probably like commercial alternatives, like really you can go to a shop and buy a phone running Ubuntu late this year, early next year. This build that runs on the Galaxy Nexus will be available earlier this year.
So I'll be able to download the image and flash it myself?
That's the idea. And then there's also like make the community, give them the chance to engage in the but the application SDK is available today. Yeah, so you can start developing apps, native apps with it.